One of the things that we found interesting in doing some research was when they talk about the businesses. I have a Chamber of Commerce membership list, so we know that there was a lot of businesses that were not listed in here. But this just gives you an idea, Lori, what you were talking about is that for appliances, there was the Drumex Company, City Electric Shop, Frigidaire Dealer, we all remember Mr. English, the Wright's Appliance Shop, the Snell Appliance Shop, who was also the Snell Pontiac Agency, and there was the Saba Appliance Company. Attorneys, Barber, Hilford, Nelson, Cheek, and one called Niles Kjelstrom. Kelstrom. Yeah, K-J-E-L-L-S-T.
Jess Kelstrom. Yeah. He lived on Cedar Street.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was your neighbor, huh?
Right, in the next block.
That's neat. Auto dealers, Otto Hefferman, Date Street, which was the Hudson dealer, Pickett Motor Company, which was Ford and Mercury, Snell Pontiac, Hale Motor Company, which was Buick, Wilson Motor, the Kaiser Fraser dealership, and we'll be talking about that with the shootout, and that was the cab that took one of the individuals out to the Pine Knot when they had an old time draw out in the car park, and then Troy Pendergrass.
See, that's how we got to TRC, was the auto dealership. We lived in Michigan, and my dad was an auto mechanic, and his brother lived here. And called him up and said, "You've got to come out here. There's jobs everywhere. They'll put you to work. It's a great place to live." And he went to work for the Wilson Motor Company. He came out here for an interview. They hired him right away, and that's how we got here. Wilson Motor Company.
I still have the cars, that promotional cars, plastic cars, that Snell, the 50s cars. I've got, well, Victor and his mother went out to this yard sales, and they came back with them. This has been about 20 years ago, or 25 years ago, and I seen him playing with them. I said, "What do you know of them?" And he said, "Well, we bought them at the yard sale." I said, "Well, you better put them up." And he has them in his house today, and there's they were made out of real cheap plastic. So that's the reason there are too many around. I'm sure they're worth some money. They got me. But I got the cars, you know, they were Mercury's and Kent Chevrolet, I think, or Schnell out of a Buick. I think it's a Buick. It's got the name, his name, the dealership on top.
That's wonderful. You know, of course, auto supplies. There was Motor Supply. There was Firestone, Valley Motor, Western Auto Supply, and White Auto Store. Bakeries, Hot Springs Bakery and City Pastry Shop. And then the barbershops, Broadway Barber, Graham's, Hot Springs Barbershop, which was your dad's. Hot Springs was your dad. The bars, Arizona, Arnold, George, Frank Jackson, Turk, Ashball Inn, Bathhouses, Arizona, Glover's, Marshall's, Mills, Motor Manor, Odell, Royce, Yucca, Bill Bars and Central Bathhouse, Beauty Shops, Elite, Francis, Harper, June's, Sierra, and Does Curls. Does Curls Shop. Bottling companies, the Key Mineral Water Company, Butane Distributor, Gail Middleton, and Ikard Newsom. Cabinet shops, Hot Springs Cabinet, Hot Springs Slash and Door, and Snyder Carpenter Shop. Okay. So we could just keep on going for cafes and doctors and druggists, because there was three drugstores here. So there was just a lot more businesses that we have, you know, that we had then than we have now. So with that, you know, how do you think, how do we bring businesses back? Or is this just a sign of the times?
People travel. They go to cruises and they go other places now for a lot of their businesses, I think.
So you think the building of the interstate in the 60s really opened up people to be able to travel more?
I imagine.
Just made it a little faster, that was all. I know when I came back, we didn't have anything in town that was available to individuals that couldn't travel. So they always ended up going maybe once a month with somebody to Cruces, to Walmart, or to the doctor's offices, which was a great destination point. But I think as we look at it, if you go up to our store now, the Walmart store, it's always crowded. It's always busy, and they're open all the time. And those are people that could not have afforded, mainly now with the price of gas, they couldn't afford to go from here to Cruces to buy groceries because you wouldn't have enough money to buy groceries when you got there. But anyway, I think that with the advent of the stores that we do have, we're getting better varieties. If and when we get our hospital and get the doctors, that will be a great plus for the citizens of Sierra County. That we have visitors now because they can't get through the checkpoints, so they come to our store. Right now, they probably got driver's license, but that's okay. And I think that we have gotten ahead in some manners, and like you were just reading that list of businesses, we have got far behind in others. And we need people now that want to really dedicate themselves to getting us back to where we should be going. And I think when we get to our individual term type projects, you'll see the one that are really trying.
I think to just dovetail on what Jimmy was saying, I think what you see is not necessarily the highway. I don't know. It would have been built no matter what. I don't think it would have had any issue. I think what you see is a lot of bigger companies running out the small mom and pop organizations. Because on that list, the majority of every one of those was a family-owned business. Your mom and dad did it, the kids did it, and their kids did it. And so you can't compete with the big corporations. And so when you look at the empty buildings that we have downtown, it's too small to attract large corporations because they're not going to make enough money. And yet it's too small also for someone to come in and invest a lot of money personally to make a business run as a mom and pop organization. So you have a huge challenge. One of the things when I got on the commission, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring it back to the way it was. I wanted to do that, and you see how much success I've had with that. Absolutely none. Because it's difficult.
We've lost a lot of people. We lost the downtown. There's no parking. See, everybody's driving a car now, so there's no parking. And I think, or agree with what we've been thinking, we need to do something downtown. My idea is we're going to tear this way. That what you call it?
The youth center.
The youth center and the skating rink, whatever. We need to make a big plaza there. Maybe get those buildings, buy some of those buildings, turn them the other way to where we get a space for it. Yep. People, dump them off down. I've got a restaurant out here, motels, and they can do that if people will just get in and help us and not fight us. I think that the city, myself and I know Lori, and we're all thinking about bring things back to town. And I think that would be a good start, to get that spaceport downtown, getting people. And then I think it would grow out, bigger parking lots because people, I don't stop downtown. There's not parking, So I still go to Bullock's, and of course Amos moved out. They needed a bigger space, so they built a big store. So, like I say, the town's growing. We got more people here, but it seems like they're less business. But actually, I guess we do more business because our groceries are up, and our city is in good shape. We just done our budget, and a nice balanced budget. We don't have to fire anybody or cut anybody's wages, or fair loans. So that's our idea. Been on the commission now. I still have 3 more years to go. Lori, I guess when she runs, she'll have another 4 years. But that's my idea. Make it grow downtown. That's the only thing I can figure to bring it back is bring the people back.